This is footage of Daniel Sanders, a former high school basketball player and the all-time record holder at his school for three-pointers made. While he makes shooting a basketball look easy, his career was actually hindered by a terrible injury.
First time I had it in high school was sophomore year, and it was to the point that every time I would go on the court, I could maybe get 30 to 45 seconds in before I literally hit the floor in pain with back spasms.
It wasn't until later that he figured out what the problem was.
It came back that I had degenerative discs in my back, which is 4 of the vertebrae in my lower back are basically the age of a 60-year-old man.
James Fletcher, another former high school player who received physical rehab, details how bad a back injury can be.
But that's the hardest part of it, I think, is just not being able to do the things that you take for granted as such basic activities like getting up from bed every morning. And sometimes when you have those injuries, you're not able to do that, and having to cope with that and accept that each day is a challenge and you have to move forward through the rehab.
The road through physical rehab is a long, twisting process. Unfortunately, one of the things that physical rehab like this can't fix are the mental blocks that come from an injury as traumatic as this one, and makes a trip back to the basketball court a lot harder for a player like Daniel.
It plays through your mind, I think, the most when you start to feel it. When it starts to flare back up, you start to get hesitant because you don't want to feel that same feeling you felt before.
Luckily, Daniel was able to avoid any major setbacks to his high school career.
Because I was worried that it was going to take something like really drastic. But luckily I had a really good trainer, and she showed me what to do. And she was like, we'll stay on this every day and get it done.
Reporting for the University of Alabama, I'm Matt Nash.